Guys, welcome back to the channel. So as per yesterday's video, or the last video shall I say, I finished up on the installation, and I'm thinking now about building out the bed and the kitchen. So I just want to first size everything up. So I'm gonna get on with that now, but let me just show you guys something. All right, so this is the back garden. I'm just walking to the tent. A couple of videos I showed you videos ago, I showed you me setting up this tent, and basically there you go, that's the aftermath. Yeah, so essentially what happened was I think about a week and a half ago, it was really windy, like proper windy, and basically the tent just flew over to the next door neighbor's garden, and yeah, it destroyed all the metal poles and kind of support poles. These things are not really that strong, so yeah, it damaged it. So I'm just trying to get this build done as quick as possible before the winter weather sets in and it's basically rainy and windy and cold every single day. But let me show you guys kind of a couple of ideas I had for how I want to build this van out. Alright guys, so just before I start, let me give you a quick tour of my half destroyed, about to fall down workshop, and talk you through a couple of stuff, just random stuff. So this table is eventually going to be my work table, so I'll be cutting the wood and stuff. I'll probably take this table out and do the work instead of in here, depending on the weather. That's my toolbox. There's a couple of lights that came with the van. We got some insulation on the floor, the aftermath of what happened. Yep, and you can just see how messed up it got when it flew over to the next door neighbor's garden. Sink, it's definitely oversized for the van, but you know what, I got this and a tabletop which is there pre-cut for 10 quid. I was like, why not, let me just put it in. That was the old bed frame that came out of the van. I was thinking of building the bed out of this. I'm sure it'll hold up. I'll think about it whether I want to use this or not. It's good wood, so why not just reuse it. But what I did do is, you can see that wood there, which is, let me just show you, it's a lot thicker. So from here to there, so that's a camping bed that has, like, I would say probably about 20 pieces of that type of wood. So on Facebook Marketplace there was a guy who was just selling a bunch for £10, and he goes, just come and pick it up. So I think it's from a renovation job. It definitely is from a renovation job. The wood's in good condition. It's not rotting or anything like that, so all it requires for me to just take out all these screws, sand it down, cut it, fit it, and then just paint it, and we're pretty much good to go. And what else is under here? So the cladding that came from the van, some laminate flooring, which I think I'm going to put back. I think I'll put some of the laminate flooring back. In Home Bargain there was a pretty good deal on some self-adhesive tiles, so I'll see how I feel about that one. This is the ply lining, plywood from the sides of the van. This was completely drenched in water, so I'll probably need to paint this with some kind of anti-mold paint or something like that. I think it's beginning to kind of mold up a bit there. I'll clean it and I'll see how much of this I want to use. That is a camping stove, got it for free. Got those camping chairs for free. And yeah, just some more plywood. What's in here? That's going to be the little table thing that I put in the van. And then yeah, there's the inverter and some electrical and screws. There's some jacks there, and then on this side there should be some ramps. Yeah, there's some ramps, so I picked those up for about 20 quid, I think. as I'll be putting the van up on the ramps and clearing out some oil and doing an oil change and stuff like that. And then finally, I'm going to try this out. So here is some carpet. Now, when I picked this up, the guy was like, this is the type of carpet you use when you kind of have an event or a function and you just put it down on the floor and you staple it. So it's not proper stretchy van carpet, but I'm gonna just trial this and see that if I can wrap the van in this, will it actually hold? Instead of me buying the stretchy vanny carpet stuff. That stuff is so expensive. I picked this up. I mean, it's a lot. This is rolled up, so this is going to be humongous, and this will definitely cover the van from the inside and have plenty left. So I'll use that sticky spray stuff on a small patch and just see if it holds it down well. So let's see what happens with that. Yeah, that's just the tour. Yep, that's what it looks like. There's the old EGR valve over there. Fitted a new one, and yeah, just to actually report on that, it seems to be okay. So I ordered it from a company, and they sent me one. I fit it, it didn't work. They sent me another one, and it seems to be okay now. So I'm still getting the drivetrain warning light. It's on and off, but thankfully so far the engine management light doesn't come back on. So I think everything is okay. I think the van has some other issues. There's a bit of hesitation when it starts up first thing in the morning. But I did not turn the van on for a week, so that's kind of expected. So yeah, let's start off now. Finally, enough talking again. Let's start off with actually building everything. Okay, so here is the layout. So I think the battery will probably stay here. We'll pin it down right in the corner, and then there will be a piece of wood that will go here, and that would just basically separate the electrical stuff off from everything else. Then next to it, I've had a look around this area, and I think it's alright for a diesel heater to go here, because I can drill down and put it when I need to put it. So I think here will be fine. I'm just wary that I don't want to put this thing too close to the battery. I don't know if the unit itself gives off a lot of heat. The other option could be here, but then that's the toilet's place, so really you can't do that. Here possibly, yes, or I could do something like this. Maybe even on this side. Yeah, you can fit it lengthways. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. I'll toy around with this a bit more, but I think based on the width that we want to bring the bed out, I think about this much should be fine. Bring it out a bit more actually, and even if I decide to put it lengthways here or even on this side, should be alright. Alright, so now that we've got the dimensions for the diesel heater, I need to get the dimensions for this cassette toilet, so that in the bed area I can just mark off the part where this will sit when one needs to do their business. That way it allows me to build the other portion of the bed, you can say the solid static part that won't be on hinges. So let me just take the measurements, and then I'll go back into the van and I'll start roughly measuring stuff up. All right, so I hope you guys can see this. Let me just check. Yep. All right, so if you imagine that this is the front of the toilet, so the lid opens like this, so the toilet is basically like that. It comes out 17 inches, and I have overshot a bit. and the width is 15 inches. So we just need to make sure that there's enough space there. So this was my original marking. So the reason why I put a marking here is so the floor is actually not straight. It's kind of straight, and then there's a little hump. It's straight, there's a little hump. So these are markings of where one of the humps are, so that I can drill down into the metal using self-tapping screws. So that was the intention, but let's see if it actually comes to work out. So we were saying I thought it's going to be like that, so it'll be 17 inches coming out. We just got to make sure this gives us enough space. Yep, plenty of space. 17 inches. Yep, that's fine. And then of course the width is 15, which is more than enough as well. So we're going to do this. Let's take these screws out so we can actually use these pieces of wood to measure properly. Right. Manual power. All right, let's just try. I got one out. You see, like, you can see that focuses. You can see a part of it's got like a very interesting shape to it. Maybe, I don't know, but that's cool. That's cool. I'll reuse these again. This will hold the bed together really nicely, but these ones are becoming a real mission to take out. I tried and I just can't do it, so let's try some brute force. get those screws out. As you can see, let me get this done while I'm at it. So this piece of wood is clean, no screw, no nails, and this one is clean. I'll just take out these nice new looking shiny hinges. Alright, so got 2 pieces of wood that we can work on now. So let's put this one to the side. So according to the line, this will go somewhere like that. That kind of rough idea. And then another piece frame across. That's obviously very bent. Like that. Piece of wood goes there. One comes up, and then we just start boxing it all off. Something. What was I gonna do? I don't know. Anyways, let's have a look. Where is the marking for this? Where did I put the marking? Just go this way. Nope, go this way. Nope, let me go this way. Get the camera. So good. Nope. Let me change you guys around and shift you around a bit. It's a piece. Man, this wood smelled really nice when you cut it. Such a beautiful smell. Alright, so it's roughly going to be about here, or thereabouts. Actually, thereabouts is not good enough because I need to figure out how much space I'm going to need in between. That is going to be way too much, I reckon. Maybe about here. Need my shoe because I need to be able to put my feet nicely, so that will give me inch and a half. Alright, and then the toilet is 17 inches. It's going to be 17 inches here, so it's a bit more, which is fine. So we've got about 2 inches more. It's perfectly cool. So the next piece of wood we need to cut is here. So it's going to be about 19 inches, right? Yep, 19 inches. Let's go and find a piece of wood we can do that with. Alright, so this piece of wood is the one where this screw, I think the head is completely gone and it was stubborn. So I might as well use this to make the smaller pieces. So what we want is around 19 inches. Let's have a look. I'm going to use masking tape next time on the cut line so it doesn't give you these splinters. It's alright, it's nothing with the world. So something like that, that's pretty good, that's very good actually. 25 inches. That looks pretty good. Gotta make another one of this, so we come here first. So that's the toilet. The plan was that it will stay here. So we've given ourselves, of course, a decent amount of space. It's enough for it to just slot in nicely all the way to the back. You can even come up to here, and we can put like toilet tissues here or there. But it's got enough space that you can kind of, yeah, just sit down and do your business. Yeah, nice, lots of space. That's good. Alright guys, lunchtime over, so we're back at it again. So kind of the frame for the static part of the bed, just the base frame is kind of all measured up with a few modifications that I need to make. Now we need to determine how high the frame needs to be. So we need to bear in mind the thickness of the mattress, and then there will be a slide out element to it as well. But I don't think that's going to raise the level, that will just be on the same level as let me measure this out. Like this. So look straight. Not going to be like that, it'll be more like this. Come to right here. This is the most professional way to do measurements. So that's where I come to. Then I measured the foam that came in. And that was about 3 inches. Yeah. So if we take 3 inches of the foam, but the foam will squish down. So we'll actually gain a little bit when we're sitting down, so that's fine. And so I have think about a foot. What does that mean? That means
Wait a minute. I'm still not convinced.
So we've got to do 45 minus a foot minus 3 inches. Actually, you know what? Let's screw these pieces in first. Right, so this piece, as you can see, it's bent, but it will be straight soon. There, this has to come here. Alright guys, I'm trying to get this cut in slow motion on the iPhone. Alright, let's see if it fits. I know that last one was a bit dangerous. My fingers are a bit too close. Shave a bit off. Alright, finally done. Not perfect, but essentially that's the piece, and then we're hoping I can do something here to bring this together. Maybe if I get a bracket of some sort, or no, actually just put a screw through here, that will tighten it and pull it through. Let me do that first. Should have counted something. So the next thing is back of the van. We need a brace going from here all the way across to try and make this as square as possible, as 90 degrees as possible. And then that is pretty much the day done. It took longer than I expected, but it was fun. So let's just finish off this last part and then be done. Alright guys, so there's the base. I know it's not perfect. It's not perfectly 90 degrees everywhere, but it's a nice fit. It fits, you know, pretty well. Got the measurements right. It's just yeah, a little bit wonky, just a little bit, especially this one here. Otherwise everything else is fine, but nothing major. Now, as you can see here, there's a slight gap, so I'll just put I'll wedge a piece of wood there, and everything is going to be screwed down to the plywood floor and into the van as well, hopefully. So yeah guys, I'm done for the day. So hopefully Sunday, tomorrow, I get a chance to work on actually building the height of the bed, so that will be cool. so here's the frame that we built earlier. Now to build, I called it the legs, but they're really like just supporting beams that will come up to give the bed a bit of height. I measured to about 7 inches. If I need less, I can just chop the ends off a bit, that's fine. But the question really is, how many pieces will we need? So definitely we need one there, because this is going to be one long piece. So it'll be 1, 2, you should put one in the middle for support. So that's 3. That'll be the same here. So that's 6. Six. Then probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That will give us a height. And then we'll build again the same structure again to some degree. I think that's how it's going to be, because this is a bit of an odd one. So yeah, let's go with that. Alright guys, so I've cut some pieces out, and they all look pretty much the same size. Ouch, splinters. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna need more pieces, but essentially what I was thinking is there, there. That would be a good idea. Like this. Probably one here would be good. One here in the middle, roughly. I'll measure it out. We'll put one in the middle there, and the other places. But let me go and pick some. Let me go and cut some more pieces out, and then finally I can just assemble it like this and show you guys properly. Hey guys, so this is a couple of days later. We're going to get back at building the bed. So I left you guys last time. The bottom frame is done, and these little, not really legs, but these things that will come here, these supports, which will raise the bed off the ground, they're all done at all the points that I want to put them. So basically the aim now is to build the top part, and then hopefully we can start working on the part here that will flip up and down for the toilet. Okay, so these are the leg pieces for the tent, which is completely dismantled now. Inside of here are just the laminate flooring and some random wood pieces. These are the long wood pieces in here for the kitchen. And then in here is the bed that came with the van. So that's where the tent used to be. And that's what's left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the legs up, or the supports up, and I'll put this on top of it and attempt to sit on it, just to make sure that height-wise it's fine. 7.1, okay? Finally got it. Come this way. Come on. Oh, Sarah, come on. That's it. This thing. No coming out. What? Nope. It is 47.2. Yeah, 47.2. Let's hope between the two screws I can get 47.2. No, I can't. No, I can't. I need the whole thing. 47.2. I need to take one of the screws out. I'm gonna do this. Alright, so this one, this piece here will be 17 inches. Take this one off. This will definitely come like this. And the supporting piece, probably here, going that way. I mean, inside to outside. We're looking at 24 and a quarter. So